and talking. You know what I mean? You're just Jeff.
I don't know if she always gives a shit about making a mess, but I have seen her make a way bigger mess.
It's her mess, though, brother.
Yeah, exactly.
Her mess and her
It's
studio.
my mess.
Right, so
Don't you know how women work?
And we're back on the PhD show, special edition, Thicc Boy Fight Club.
Yes,
Thicc Boy
welcome
takeover.
to a special edition of the PhD show and Thicc Boy Fight Club.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. I like those shoulder thing you're doing. Hey, hey.
Trying to keep them in.
The excitement.
I can't bend over.
It's the excitement.
It's the excitement. Exactly.
We're exciting guys.
Having you guys here. Back. New studio. Not new to you guys because you've been here for some.
Yeah, shout out to Top Mutt Studios.
My favorite thing to do on period is Wednesdays. I love it. Love this studio.
Yeah, it has become a nice, chill.
Especially for us, you at least get to enjoy this every day, right?
Yeah, but you know what? It's nice to do it with good people.
Thank you.
Yeah, with
So
good
we're
vibes.
Chilling and talking to people we want to talk to.
Yeah.
Eat some good food. Shout out to Huevos if we didn't already get that on video.
We didn't because we had to redo it.
Run that back again.
So run that back. Thicc Boy
run.
Fight Club. Shout out to Huevos Gourmet. Best brunch in the city.
Yes, I miss it here in Etobicoke,
But it's back because we have the best food in the city.
back in Etobicoke.
They got a new location, Marine Parade. So
I'm definitely gonna have to check that out with my girls.
breakfast burritos.
Oh yeah.
All
So I
day.
was mentioning about you running from your problems and running in general.
Oh yeah, running from my problems. Yes. I need to run more.
Yeah.
I feel that
From
the
your problems or in general?
No, I run for my problems.
For your problems. He said from your problems,
Yeah, it's the same thing.
right?
Yeah.
This is my mental health tips.
This is deep.
We're going
Deep
there,
conversation.
Tyson. Be prepared. We're going there.
I'm
Are you
always
okay?
prepared
Are you
for
okay?
a deep conversation. If anybody knows me, I'm always prepared.
Really? Are you okay?
Been prepared. Let's
Okay. Since we're gonna go there, deep, introspective. I know you already fucking popped one before I press record.
No, I didn't.
You didn't? Oh, okay.
Sports bar shout out.
Yes. Spore bars.
Sports bars.
Taking a trip. Tyson?
I have to wait till the next one. I have some things I have to do after this.
Excuses.
You
See, I told you he wasn't gonna have any.
I
Didn't I
told
tell
We
you?
planned it for
I
Saturday.
told you.
I'm
We
a fun
planned
guy.
it
I
for
told
Saturday.
you.
No, me and you had that
Just,
conversation. You agreed. We do it Saturday. We just happened to do it on the spot. We're gonna do it again. But yeah, Saturday I'm all for it.
Oh, you got that. I'll take it from home.
I'm dead.
I knew you were gonna do that. I thought you were gonna pop them all right now, though.
All of them.
Oh. Well, thank you for leaving me one more. Wow.
So thoughtful of him.
Pretty considerate of you.
So as you were saying,
You make these
Oh.
yourself? Yeah.
diving deep.
Running from my problems? No, running. I haven't been running that much.
Yeah, why not?
Just sit back, relax, stay a little bit, boy.
I'm trying to.
Yeah, you're cutting off his head.
Yeah, hang out, man.
You're cutting off Tyson's
Why do
head.
you want to sit up like that? Come on. Don't be scared.
You can bring the mic closer.
Sorry, buddy.
Bring it down a bit. Bring it down.
Second?
Bring your mic down. It's cutting off your face.
Thought you give me a signal.
No, I just don't want his pretty face to be cut off.
Sorry.
Say it's all right. Got a little chalk on your lip.
I got it.
That was crazy. It's like
You running?
Knew I was gonna say that.
Are you running?
No. I don't
No,
run.
you
I
still
got bad
hate.
knees.
You still hate running. Oh, bad knees.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I enjoy. For cardio, I usually ride the bike and I miss the pool.
God, that was the best.
I don't
do
really like
sprints. I
the
do
pool.
sprints
I
on the
find
hill.
that it makes my back weaker.
No, that's your back being worked. That's why you feel like it's weaker,
I
but it's
feel like
actually
no, it
waking up.
slips. I feel like it slips out of place.
There's no way. There's no tension in one.
You do know that's actually what running does.
Is that what running? Maybe it's that.
What you're feeling is muscles you don't usually use. That's what you're feeling.
Mm.
There's no resistance in swimming. And
I went swimming before all of this, and there was this woman doing laps. She must have been 72 years old, man. I was doing laps with her. I was embarrassed. I
Shout
was
out to all those people,
embarrassed.
Yeah, it's a shame they took that away. I used to teach like aquafit to like
Yeah.
seniors and stuff.
Oh, it's
I was
great
a
for
lifeguard.
them.
I was lifeguard for like 12 years. So
For
More
them,
important
for
than
everyone.
more
LCBO.
important than anything. I mean,
For old
definitely,
people, I'm sorry.
definitely. And these people would get up at like 5 in the morning or 4 in the morning.
Yeah,
and
that's
they
when I
be
would
at this
go.
place. I would be there falling asleep as a lifeguard.
No,
No, I
we'll
had to
wake
be
up
there
at
like
6.
7 a.m. And they don't need me because the way they swim.
Well, they're there for this social interaction too.
And, and then
Well,
I
it's
would do
usually the
aqua
old
fitness
men are
classes.
in the shallow area, chatting with each other. Old Italian men or Polish men, and it's the women that are doing laps.
There's always a couple
Really?
of fit guys.
Yeah, because the place I go to, it's the opposite. The aqua class is just in the shower, and it's all women, and then like the lap class that I was doing I was the only person under like 60 there. It was inspiring.
Looking to start your own podcast or next music project? Well, here at Mutt Studio, we provide an array of services, from audio and video recording and editing to music production. Check out the link below and give us a shout.
Think about those people often.
Inspiring people or old people?
Old, inspiring people. Like, there's this guy who was 82. Shout out to Will. Don't know his last name. He was English, if you're watching. 82, he used to come 4 days a week to swim, would do the class, consistently doing laps. 82 years old, like, was just amazing shape.
Before I started training with Emma over at My Body, I used to go over to the Y. This community pool area, Ghost Rider. There was this woman. She must have been in her 60s. Every fucking morning she was there working out, lifting weights.
Yeah.
Shout out to those people.
Yeah, man. Shout out to those people.
Yeah, they inspire me.
She would give me a lot of dirty, crusty looks.
I can be in really good shape at that age. So.
Well, she's a Jamaican woman. She didn't like me. Although, who knows?
Yeah, it could just be how she acts all the time.
Yeah.
I got females in my family who, if I didn't know them, I think they didn't like me either. You know what I mean? Don't take it personal.
For true. I'm used to the cold British. I don't like you.
What do you mean?
The passive aggressive.
That what?
The fakeness.
Say Caucasian version of it. Be honest. You said English.
No,
I like what you did
there's a difference.
English.
Sorry, there's British and then there's Caucasian.
Good point.
Okay, British are very passive
Caucasian,
aggressive. He's Caucasian.
Yeah, you're right. Good point.
Mm-hmm.
They are.
And then the South Africans, they just yell even when they're happy, so you don't know.
Well, they've been through some shit, from what I've heard, so you can understand the cultural things there. You of all people should. You're South African.
This is a commercial, by the way.
As he blocks your head.
It's okay. I'm all about Cushion Kangen as well.
Cushion Kangen.
I support the Cushion Kangen life.
Do you speak Afrikaans?
No.
No?
Mm-mm.
So, what's been new with Mutt Studios? Any new ventures? Obviously, Thicc Boyz like the greatest thing ever.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Thicc Boy.
Congratulations on that. And thank you for that, because I don't think we know we wouldn't have been as consistent without you.
No, hell no.
I know.
Definitely wouldn't have
I know
had a
it's
cool
all
story
me.
like,
like, come on.
No, it's true. Even if I were to envision 10 years from now having a podcast that was super successful, I would still be happy with this studio. Like, this studio's nicer than most.
What do you mean
favorite
super
podcasts.
successful in the future? What are you talking about?
So I watch some people's podcasts who get 1 million views, and the way their setup is, the way it's
ours is like a million views podcast setup.
You know what?
You know what I mean?
think
I'm a huge.
I think it's because when people who respect each other and there's love there, it can work.
No, but I'm also going to give Mutt Studios directly credit for the vibe you've created.
If you want to,
even take us out of it. This isn't two of my favorite podcasts are $1 Million Worth of Game. Do you watch that?
No,
you should.
I've never even heard of that. What is that?
It's blowing up.
Is it
it's
with that
Gilly the Kid, the
wolf
rapper?
guy?
It's the guy Wallow. His cousin did 20 years in prison, and first day out, his cousin Gilly is a popular rapper. Was just kind of known in the rap community. He used to be with Cash Money and whatever. And, he's an older guy, kind of disappeared. His cousin gets out after 20 years. And, the first day of him getting out, he's like, within a certain amount of time, I'm going to be a millionaire. I'm going to do all these amazing things. Gets his cousin, the, formerly famous rapper, to start doing this podcast. And now Barstool Sports has bought it. They've been on ESPN. Other podcasts have them on. And it literally started a lot because of this. His cousin who got out and right away was on his motivational tip. It's a hilarious part.
No, I haven't heard of it. It's a motivational podcast?
No, it's literally like a hip hop podcast, but you can really give credit to this guy.
There's so many podcasts.
Yeah, the reason this one's so good is because the guy Wally, he's actually been becoming really famous because of it. You should look into it. And Barstool, Barstool doesn't hop on unless you got a little wave going, right? So
for true. Yeah.
What's the other one?
And the other one's Drink Champs. You don't watch that either.
No.
You know Noriega is the rapper, right?
No.
Super Thug. What?
I'm not good with names.
You
play the music.
That What You Want to Do song?
Industry,
You're just
the music industry.
You know that old hip hop
know
song from the early 2000s? Homeboy, I came to party. Your girl was looking at me.
Okay, yeah, okay. I know.
Are you? Music.
I
Studio. Like, we fight. Also, that guy, he has a podcast that's called Drink Chips. And
what's that about?
So literally what he does, because he's like really well known in the hip hop community, he's always been known as a big drinker. What he does is they have a whole thing where him and DJ F and another popular DJ, they drink at every podcast and they bring people on, and it's always like a lot of rappers who wouldn't do a regular podcast, but they do because he's a rapper as well.
So they get really drunk.
And he gets them drunk. I mean, he's gotten Irv Gotti.
I've gotten a few people high on mushrooms.
So he's the podcast that Lamar Odom like broke down on. I don't know if you heard that went viral.
What happened? How did he break down?
Basically just got lost in the sauce, and that's kind of their plan because, like I said, he's a rapper too. He's a really well-known rapper.
Not fair, man.
But the name of the show is Drink Champs.
And you take advantage of them. I'd rather take advantage of you when you're sober.
Yeah, but his whole point, the reason he gets away with it is because he's also a rapper and the way he goes about it, right? Like he literally gets a pass. And he's like a hood man's for real. Like he's like certified in New York. He's like,
but he's drinking as well.
Oh, they're hammered. Like that's how it started. Him and the other guy get hammered, and then they get everybody else drunk, and you get better stories. Like he's helped
some good ideas out there. I mean, at Thicc Boy Fight Club, we feed our guests and we get them high.
Yeah. Why are you talking about other podcasts?
Like, but I've seen like cool ones where they
talk about your podcast.
So, because the whole point of what I was trying to do was give you credit, which was a lot of these podcasts don't have as nice a setup as you. I've watched a 50 Cent. They had 50 Cent on their podcast once, and literally just had a table with a bunch of alcohol on it. Like you have a nicer studio.
I try. Actually, I want to change these shelves, because they're annoying the fuck out of me for other podcasts.
I love it.
No, either they need to be up a few inches or down here. I haven't decided yet.
Whatever, you're the interior designer.
All
we do literally is we just show up with food and we just sit down and do a podcast. So if you want to do podcasts, Mutt Studios.
Yes.
Yeah, and other people have said the same thing. They're like, oh wow, the studio's already like, you know what I mean? It wasn't like we had one, maybe 2 episodes where we kind of just had things hanging, and then right away it's like, so you gotta give you credit because, like I said, I watched a lot
when trying to get paint was fucking hard. I had a window to get paint.
Love it.
Because of COVID.
It's just a peaceful setting. We got the view of the water. You guys can't see that, but there's nice.
Well, you guys have had a lot of great guests on so far. You guys are doing good.
Yeah, very happy.
We got some exciting guests coming too. It's gonna be good.
Yeah, I think the timing of everything helped. Like people like.
I'm trying to get a feminist panel on here so that I can debate them. I have been dying to debate. Can
I come and just watch?
Yeah, can I?
Please.
Yeah. Sure. It's Angelina's gonna come, and
she considered one of the feminists?
Well, no, she's not considered one of the feminists, but she's bringing 2 other women that are in the feminism world. I don't know what.
I don't even know what that means.
I don't know what that means.
Please. Or are they going to be like offended that I'm here?
Of course, you're a black male.
No, but the black part gives me a pass.
Actually, you're absolutely right. Yeah, you can't be.
Probably not going to be allowed, but
yeah.
You know what I mean? Black lives still matter for now, so I'm going to take advantage. So I want to.
Yeah, you got to take advantage when you can.
I know they're probably not going to feel him.
Yeah, probably not.
You're a white cisgender.
Yeah, that's all right. I've had enough privilege.
Although you and I are getting pretty close. I'm getting really fucking pale and pasty. I need some sun.
Yeah, what's going on, Zulu Princess?
I don't know, but look, I went running.
In Canada. It's snowing.
Look at this, stripes from my pants. I've turned it into a zebra.
Like a tiger?
Zebra.
Zebra. I think zebra more. Yeah.
Zebra.
It's more elegant when it runs.
Yeah.
Trots.
Yeah, it does a little thing.
You trot, don't you?
I don't trot, but I do like to skip. I don't have to
see it to know.
I like to skip.
Yeah, you skip to warm up.
That counts as a trot.
Do you like skip to slow down, warm up? Like what do you?
I actually skip when I'm running down a hill.
Ooh, to save your knees?
Yeah.
Skip down the hill.
Yeah. You know?
Yeah.
How much are you running these days? I think we asked.
Yeah, just 3 kilometers.
That's it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to get new shoes.
The shoes are bothering you?
Yeah, my right shin is killing me.
Running's
Even as we speak, I can feel it.
Running, gotta be careful running.
Yeah, it's the risk reward thing. And like me and Tyson, we've had knee injuries and stuff. So like knee surgeries.
Yeah, so, I don't know what I would do if I couldn't run.
Bike?
I hate bikes.
Do sprints still. I love sprints. Like,
yeah.
There's a hill by my house on the grass. I'll do like 10 hill sprints because you're on your toes though.
What's a sprint? How far is a sprint?
As long as you want. You want minimum 40 yards in my opinion though. It should be.
I get up the hill. I would hard to say how high the hill is. It's a mini ski hill.
Yeah, you get up the hill. I sure
get
hope
up
you
the
get
hill.
up the hill.
I get up the hill, and then I would walk down and then sprint back up.
We gotta go back up to Centennial.
Oh, I found a good hill.
Let's start doing the Centennial sprint.
I know I'm in good shape when I can do 10 hill sprints.
Do you ever
I know
go to
I'm in
Hyde
bad
Park?
shape when I can only do 3 or 4. I go to Chinguzi Park. I'm
Okay.
Burlington, right? B-Town.
Hills
so
there?
there's a hill there. I think it used to be a dump, a landfill site, and they just
Covered it up,
and
or
turned it
shit
into
started growing on it.
It's like a
Anyway.
shitty little ski hill, but I don't know. I used to go there as a kid too. It's pretty.
Yeah, I went there as a kid. My sister, she worked there doing something.
I have good memories on that hill, you know. One of my close friends that passed away, Kern, we used to run up that hill up and down a lot. So I like going there, especially when I have a fight coming up. You know, it's like always brings it back
Like
to that same place.
Rocky.
Yeah.
going
It's
up
got
the
the little thing at the top of the hill. You
hill,
can see the, you know, if you do that during the sunset.
I
you
do
see
that.
something
Yo,
there.
I do that
Do
when
some shadow
and I
boxing.
run up a hill. I'm like, yeah, look
Do you have a
crazy.
specific route you like around here?
I do, but now I have to change it.
Why?
It's
Because our neighborhood is very interesting. Depending on what direction you go here.
I've
from
taken
here,
too many pictures.
You can get a lot of different
Of the
vibes
area.
depending on what direction you run in this area. Like, do you have a
Yeah, there's a trail down here, pretty close to here, that I like to run by. It's I like it because it's gravel. It's just dirt.
I'm trying to think what trail that is.
Yeah, what is the best surface to run on for you?
I like gravel.
Gravel
No,
the best?
actually, I really like mud.
That's why the shoes are such a big
Yeah.
issue. Yeah, you're running on gravel. Uneven landing every time.
But I have trail shoes. Trail
Yeah,
runners.
but I don't even know. That's the weird thing, right?
Sometimes it's just helping you more than the other shoes, right? But like it's still running on gravel.
I think it's good to switch up your shoes. I've had these shoes for a year now.
Yeah, if you're running a lot.
Yeah, but when you get new shoes, you gotta break them in, no? So don't you get a little weird imbalances when you first?
I
start just
don't
running in
know.
new
I
shoes?
think if you run properly,
And what is running properly? Really, right?
I don't know. I just try to
They
feel
say
it in
heel
myself.
toe, they say ball of the foot.
I try to feel it in myself. I don't know. I don't really know.
I think it's different for a lot of people.
Like I can run, but then like the next day I'll feel it.
The reason I say I
Oh
don't
yeah,
think,
you want to feel it.
I don't think it matters
No,
because
like,
the
not-
best
not in a
runners in
good
the
Oh,
world,
not in a good way.
Not in a good way.
the best runners in the world are like marathon runners, and like almost all of them end up with knee and hip issues anyway. So you have to know how to run properly if you're doing that consistently.
Well, I don't know how my trainer does it. She will run 7K. She'll wake up at 5 o'clock in
Yeah,
the
see what I'm saying?
morning. And
But even those people end up with issues from running. It's just
Yeah, it's
part
a
of
risk
the game.
reward thing,
It's just
right?
part of the game.
Yeah.
yeah,
Kind of like with lifting, right? Same thing.
Yeah, and
gotta
we
take
can't say shit. Kind of like with fighting and
Yeah, of course not.
losing
Yeah.
your brain cells.
Listen, running is a great workout.
It
I
is,
mean,
yeah.
like but like if you can do something else without the knee issues, and the
I
fighting thing,
haven't found anything else that gives me
I love
that
riding the
feeling.
bike. This
runner's high.
I can't wait for this
Yeah,
summer.
it's a thing.
I'm gonna get on my bike again this summer. You know, you do a little bit of mushrooms, some spores bars, and there's lots of cool trails. Last summer I did
In your
like,
area,
all of
yeah.
Etobicoke. I did all of Etobicoke Creek, from like up in Caledon all the way down here by your area.
how long did that take?
It took like 7.5 hours with a lot of stops for smoking weed. I actually passed out at the
Okay,
end.
a lot of
You
stuff.
passed out
A lot
right
of
at the end of the
stuff.
I literally got to the end and was like, I made it. And I went to go take a sip.
You hang on. You took mushrooms before you did it, or
Yeah,
no?
like at the top,
Yeah.
at the very top.
See, I've gone for a run.
It's fun.
Or
It's
I
like a roller
pop.
coaster ride.
I take some mushrooms and then I go for a run, and I'm like, whoa! I have not gotten far in a long
Already,
like.
yeah,
That's probably
It's
why it took
an
7.5,
hour.
8 hours. I
Long
probably
time.
could have done it less, but
it's a long time.
Well,
You
yeah.
gotta enjoy something like that if you're gonna do it. It doesn't have to be.
Yeah, make a day of
Why
it.
not? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's the better way to do it.
yeah.
Especially,
I remember like the most fun things I did last summer with the lockdown were some of these bike rides. So
Oh
look
yeah,
forward to
everything
doing
that
it again.
was memorable was outside, kayaking, and I want to get a kayak.
Going to Ben's shows outside.
Yes, those
Yeah.
were fun.
Something I probably
Those
wouldn't
were
have did.
fun.
I'll be real. That's the type of thing that like in a regular year I probably would whatever. Like, but it became
that was
like
the
I'm
only thing
happy.
going on.
Yeah, and I'm happy I ended up doing it, man. You know what I mean? I hope
Really,
I'm-
you don't like festivals? Being
No, I
outside
do, but like you know,
people?
if during a regular year where like all the festivals
You know how much
open,
stuff
how
is
much?
going on?
Yeah, how much
Yeah.
would I have
True.
pressed to go to?
For true,
How
yeah.
much would you have? Right? There's
Yes.
we are gonna be telling people like, because we live in a time of like oversaturated festivals and events. Like we had so much going on. in
Toronto was like
Toronto.
a
Yeah.
city known for it.
Like,
Yeah,
known
Toronto
for it.
crazy.
They're every weekend.
Veld,
Like,
OVO
just
Fest,
working
Caravana.
security,
Yeah.
I was like overwhelmed in the summer with the amount of work available and all the festivals and events and concerts and
so really you
now,
only had to work like
you literally could work like just 2-3 months and like be probably set for the rest of the year if you were like in the security industry, you know, like further up. So like just thinking about that's all like pretty much gone now, and like we're gonna be telling people about like, man, we wouldn't know what to do on the weekend.
Oh, Toronto's world known for like their summers, like because we have so many.
I know
events,
we'd be crazy.
So it's been
if it
weird...
wasn't for the winter,
yeah, like,
I don't know what Toronto would be like.
Oh, imagine if it was like warm here all the time.
Did you imagine?
Red would be like ridiculous. It'd be
fuck.
It would. I don't even think it's possible to have the two.
Yo, the gays would be crazy.
It would have been nuts.
The gays would be wilding out.
Good point. Yeah, but that's why it was such a weird summer, like to lose all, like no Taco Fest, no Rib Fest, Caravana, like,
to cancel Caravana and Pride.
Like,
when you think about how much money that brings into the city,
that's how I knew it was
how
bad.
much tourism it brings into the city,
crazy.
Like
so I'm very interested. In
oh well, but you know what? When there is a disturbance or a disruption, others can profit off of that.
True.
I'm saying it in an evil way.
It doesn't always have to be evil. I've done very well because of the business I chose. He's done well. Ironically, as I'm against the lockdowns, but I can't lie.
But it's only because we've pivoted and adapted, right?
True.
And, you know, if you don't evolve, you know, you're going to get left behind and fucked over and be living on CERB and UBI soon. So, I mean, you got to figure it out. You got to pivot. Especially if you're providing for people, right? So
yeah,
facts. It's been an interesting year for sure. And you've pivoted, right? Like same thing. You've
pivot, swerve, roundabout.
Yeah, you're out of that the rapist shed.
I'm out of the rapist shed.
Yeah,
that was Murder Row, not rapist.
Your
right
last
near the
studio?
prison too.
Oh my lord.
Vibes.
That was.
I love
like, but you know what? I really kind of like the feel of that.
Slam Studios.
Yeah, I like
I don't know how you ever got any female guests, because who would drive down that alleyway?
I hardly get any female guests in the first place.
Good point.
Not because I don't try.
But I mean, look, things happen. Like Thicc Boy Fight Club was born out of really this lockdown and all this stuff.
Yeah, it was organic.
You know, like it was organic. It was almost like a response to people trying to, well, with the entire government trying to fuck with our way of life. You know, and like being able to train and being able to go to restaurants.
Yeah.
And I feel like we're still kind of fighting that fight now. So we're just going to keep doing Thicc Boy.
People wanted a positive outlet. I think we gave them that.
I think people need something other than everything that we're being saturated with.
Death, destruction, fear. Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah. That's why I don't, with the projects that I'm working on right now, they have nothing to do with the pandemic. They have nothing to do with politics.
With the fear porn? Yeah. Enough fear porn, you know, like
nothing to do with that. It's just it's all about more human behavior and nothingness.
I just want to keep talking about the things that were interesting to me always, you know, and the guests that we're having on, I'm always learning stuff, and I want to keep eating out and trying different types of food. And
I bet you are going to keep eating out.
Training.
This boy never stops eating out.
It's a
You know what I'm saying?
It is a lifestyle. It's never going to end. Never going to stop training martial arts and eating.
And like this was really organic, like the way Tyson says, because it was really like other people's idea, and you know, and like we were really just running with it and trying to keep the good content going. That's wholesome and real to us. You know,
it's wholesome.
What's wholesome these days?
The shit we talk about. Yeah. Think about the guests we've had. Even Ben. His relationship with his mother. Everything's like
that was pretty wholesome.
Wim Hof, Rich Kid Beats. You know? Dennis, Neil Yours.
And we got so much coming up, so
my stuff's wholesome too. Very wholesome.
Yeah, mostly like pussy juice and crooked penis talk.
Yeah, but these are questions that need to be asked.
Yeah, these are important.
If I don't ask them,
need to be asked.
I'm very interested in this feminist thing. So I want you to say it on camera. Am I allowed to be here for that?
For that?
You calling it a
I don't
debate?
know. I have to ask them. If they are okay with a male.
That was a trick question. You already lost the debate.
What if he identifies as something else?
No, because I respect other people.
Yeah, I understand that.
I respect the people that come on here.
What if they're
and it's their time?
What if they tell you their excuses because it's a man?
Then that would be a great thing to talk about.
All right. hope that happens then.
Yeah, maybe
I'll
become-
sacrifice.
maybe
I would
become a subject.
I'd love to
definitely
hear that.
bring that right the
Sacrifice
fuck
your
up
comments
and
to
be
become a
like,
subject
yo.
Fine. I thought I could pretend like I'm like work for you or something. Like,
Well,
Yeah,
you
or you could sit in the
could.
producer chair
yeah.
with that.
Oh, you know I've been waiting to do that forever.
That's true.
How do they know I'm not your Jamie? I'm not your Fallon.
Listen, everybody knows I'm my Fallon.
Do the feminists know that you're bringing? Angelina knows that, but do the two
Of
feminists?
course.
How would they know? There's no way of knowing that. When you do your podcast, you don't have somebody behind the scenes doing.
Of
a little-
course.
And do you even know who your feminist guests are? This
No.
feminist panel?
Exactly.
Oh,
So they don't
wow.
even know.
This doesn't even exist.
I
yet.
could just slide it out. I'll wear top
I don't know
hoodie,
their
whatever. What do you
names,
want me to
okay? I don't know their names.
do? Exactly.
I have them.
So
Oh, you
whatever
have
one.
whatever you tell them, they're gonna believe. Do you have like a top mud apparel? I'll wear it and like
No, but I could spray paint it on you.
yeah, and I'll just pretend like I know what I'm doing back that bag.
Yes. You go. Wrap it up. See? You know it.
All right, set. On camera, you guys heard it. I work
No,
for
but
Top
I've
Mutt
just
Studios.
been really, I think it's important for there to be a debate about feminism right now, and the fact that I think that it's sort of biting women in the ass and at the same time hurting good men.
Amen.
Yeah, I mean, shit men and shit women are always going to be shit. I mean, they can change. We can all change. You know, I was a shit person.
We all have both of it in us. I don't care
Yeah.
who you are. Everybody has both sides. The yin and the yang. I don't care who you are. It's which one you're feeding more.
Yeah. Like the other day, this guy came in to buy juice in front of me and dropped $10 on the floor, and I was just watching it for a bit. I was like, I could just take
Take
that
it.
$10. It's so easy.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, nah, just. And then he was walking. I was
Good
like, hey,
boy on
bro.
one.
He gave me props, and I was like, got props, so I could have got $10.
But which one felt good?
I was just like, this better be good karma later.
It will, brother.
Nah, man, you
already
can't
talked about it.
think about it like that. It
I'm
doesn't
just
work
playing, I'm
like
just playing.
that.
It does work
But
out.
it was
It
just,
does work that. Yes,
it's
it
just
does.
like a small example.
This is
you know?
worse
We all-
out.
We all have that in us, you know. I was like, oh, that's an easy $10, or you just tell that guy, hey.
Yeah. Do you guys ever compare yourself with other people? Like
In what sense?
in the sense of like, oh, this is in any sense really, when it comes to talent or the type of moral standards of a person? Or do you guys hold your own moral standards and more so try to live up to them?
I think you almost have to compare yourself to other people a little way, but then you have to be confident in your own path. Like as fighters, I don't know how you get successful at something like what we do
Without
with that.
comparing yourself.
I think it's almost impossible. And I just think in
And
general,
there's also people you would like.
Admire.
I want to say admire, but yeah, it's
I
admire.
must say
You
admire.
look-
Stand
yeah,
up,
you
like-
look up to and stand up individuals that you go like, I want to be counted among these types of men. You know what I mean? Like I want to be considered like a brave man, a hardworking man, a disciplined man. Like so, you start to look at those values in other people, and then you do.
So what kind
start
of
to
man do you
compare.
want to be?
I think you just said it.
I mean, I just said it.
Ah,
right?
hang
But-
on, but I just, you gave me examples, but what kind of man do you
And then when you say
specifically want?
compare,
It's
I
subconscious.
got into a thing where I tried to compare myself from like a year ago, 2 years ago. You
Right.
know, like how different do I see the world? How much have I grown? How much have I improved? And I think fighting and like training is a good physical like measurement stick because you can measure kind of where you are and where you were and how much better you're doing.
So then is it easy to take
And then
that?
it's easy to take that and look like at other aspects of your life. Like, oh, look, like, becoming more disciplined with training has helped me become more disciplined in these aspects of my life,
So because you've trained so much at analyzing the physical, you can
I
then
think it just
take that
translates. And it doesn't have to be
analyze
fighting. I think when
yourself.
people have things that they work extremely hard for and that has delayed gratification and a lot of sacrifice, the trials kind of make the man, like.
I like that. Trials make the man.
So what kind of man do you want to be?
Um,
Or do you hold yourself to be?
no, I mean,
I shouldn't say want to be. I should say hold
No,
yourself
one
to
thing
be.
I definitely take pride in myself in is my discipline, right? Like I always preach to him, discipline is freedom, and yeah, I like to be known as, because I feel like with what's happened in the past year, I've become more confident in the type of man I am than ever before, and it was the idea
More
that,
confident?
yeah, like I always thought of myself as a critical thinker. I always thought of myself as one to question, admit when I'm wrong, right? A lot of people who know me may not believe that, but like I didn't get my views because I didn't have debates with people who put me in my place to where I was able to see the world the way I do. I didn't just
Like,
wake
they're
up.
not really your views.
Yeah,
It's views that
and
you've gotten from other people that like resonate
Right.
with you and that you build and grow on, right?
Yeah,
and they
so-
change.
and with what's happened in the past year, I think a lot of people, recently more people are questioning it, but I think a lot of people have been forced to question their worldview. And I really believe at this point, with what's going on, for you to see the things the way we do, with what's going on in the world, I think you have to have been able to let go of your past beliefs on things. I think we all grew up having a little more trust in the government and health and all that. I don't trust those things as much as
Really,
I do
I
my
never
own knowledge.
did.
No, I
But-
trusted doctors way more when I was 15 than I do
No,
now.
I never did.
Really?
No.
You know what's helping me cope with that the most is I'm accepting more and more that so many, if not all of my ideas were never really mine to begin with. You know what I mean? Like, these are things that have been like taught to me, indoctrinated into me, or things that everything around you, you start to be like, oh, well, maybe that's why this is true.
So
And-
if everything that you think of is just based off of your surroundings, what then is your identity? Does identity not exist then if see, our brain changes daily and can reshape itself. So
Yes,
if
it's very
that
plastic.
So if that can happen, this idea of saying I identify with this, what is
But you would reinforce that with your daily habits.
Well, because you have to still make that choice. Like you have to have made the conscious choice to take new information and decide
Yes.
to change. That's
Yes.
where identity, I think, comes in, is the
Yes.
choice.
It's like
You
having
can-
the dogma almost to be like, I'm stuck in this way. And what I'm trying to say is like when you realize like so many of the ideas were never yours to begin with, you become more plastic and more flexible and open to entertaining ideas
Different
without
ideas.
accepting them even.
right?
And then being able to formulate like fighting to me is another thing. I know I
But
always
that's
come
hang
back
on,
to
sorry,
it.
but that's a good thing that you just brought up, that taking those ideas and seeing them, but maybe not agreeing with them, but just
But that's
being
where I
so
use, I was
plastic.
gonna say use fighting because I entertain techniques without accepting them. How many times you practice something like a leg lock or a weird kick that you're like, this isn't for me. But I'm gonna entertain and maybe it works. And through that you have growth. And in fighting I realized like so much of it is a path of discovery for truth of what works. If I have to fight Tyson, like what's gonna work for me to beat him? It's not gonna be some like, you know, like made up fancy karate move like touch of death. There's
No.
gonna be, you know, and when I apply that into the other aspects of my life is like entertaining about what's going on around me. It's really on a path of discovery for the truth and finding like what is the most truthful things, you know, and not believing in any of the other bullshit, fake news or whatever you want to
Yeah.
call it.
or
that's
even
around you.
people close to you can interfere with that adjustment, where they can
course.
manipulate your thought or maybe take it or try to take it off course, but in the end it is your choice. And I think
Yeah, but our parents were wrong about so many things, and we're gonna be wrong about so many things to our children. And the goal is to not like there's tradition, and then there's like holding on to outdated beliefs that aren't true. So like you have to be able to keep evolving and to keep thinking. You know, if this pandemic has taught you anything, like I said, pivot and hustle and figure it out. It's like you have to evolve, you have to adjust.
Well, I think that's why the conversation you're going to be having with the whole feminist thing is going to be interesting, because we've gotten to the point where, you know, the term throw the baby out with the bathwater, we've become so obsessed with equality that we kind of pretend that everything our ancestors taught us is bad. And I think that's one of the biggest mistakes our society is making.
I don't think
ever than
that's
before.
what's happening. I think we're just people are picking and choosing what is good and what is bad.
And
Well,
there's
yeah,
nothing
but
wrong
that's
with
kind of my
history,
point, right? Like
yeah.
the idea of like, you know, just like I said, the obsession with equality. We sometimes forget that like things weren't that oppressive for women as the world is now trying to make it out to be. The world was a horrible place 1,000 years ago.
Listen, I
Like,
think
take away
I think it's
electricity.
Why even say it 1,000
actually
years ago? Just what was life like?
But
100
just to
years ago?
really make sure I'm in the right year to say it, like we've gotten obsessed with the idea that everything was about oppression as opposed to survival. Like the idea that every man 1,000 years ago had this plan to oppress women.
No, it's how a family unit works. It's how you would survive.
It's the only way to survive, exactly. And I think we've forgotten how important some of these, like he says, maybe
Yeah.
old traditions were more about survival than this kind of power struggle that's become the new narrative, that everything's about power, everyone's oppressed. Like, I don't buy that at all.
No, and there
because
are
there's always been a struggle for
roles.
survival.
There's nothing wrong with roles. I mean, female role and a male role. There's, I don't see the wrongness in that.
That's why this debate's gonna be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I want to be there live.
It's not gonna be a cat fight.
You should.
Yeah.
Maybe you won't let it turn to that, but
No.
it's very possible. I want to be there to see it just in case.
Just in case a titty flies out.
Well, yeah, that too, I guess.
Okay.
More so for the overall debate.
Yeah. I mean,
Oh, the intellectual
I'm more
part.
intellectually stimulated
Okay.
than anything else these days.
Real talk.
Real talk.
Yeah. Have you guys been horny these days?
I mean, that's
I don't
just
think that goes
everyday
away
life. I don't
at
think
our
it
age
goes
yet.
away.
I think
I think hungry, horny, these are like, these are like my basic emotions of every day. So,
I guess so.
for being honest,
for
like,
being
Yeah.
honest.
that's what wars are fought over.
Yeah.
Literally.
Pussy.
Literally.
Like those two things.
Access to resources for food and pussy.
Mm-hmm.
Literally.
That's what most animals fight for. They don't fight for anything else, really.
Facts.
For true.
Yeah.
For true. Can't argue that.
Sorry, I've just had
I'm
a moment.
happy you finally took a bite.
I'm gonna
of
have
the
a
burrito,
moment
man.
here.
Shout out to Huevos.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm.
Shout out to Huevos.
It's good, isn't it?
Let's go.
Come to October.
I'm gonna pass out after this.
Isn't that the best? Is that what you do consistently after we leave on Wednesdays, or do you usually?
No, I work.
But
I
today
edit.
you're feeling it.
Yeah, we always give our guests itis.
Yeah, we've been.
I know. I try to tell you guys. Eat.
But, I mean, like,
After
it's
the podcast.
vibe. Nah, we can't wait. Food comes in fresh, hot.
We want it to be organic, yeah. We don't
Or
want
eat
it-
on the podcast anyway.
You know?
I always thought that would bother you.
Why?
And like, don't you? I don't know. I'm European. Don't you feel like after you eat, you sit at the table and
You
like,
Jeff.
you
Talk.
yeah.
Bullshit.
You Jeff, as this American over here says.
You Jeff. What the
Yeah,
fuck does
Jeff,
that mean?
It's like when you're bullshitting, talking, you know what I mean? You're just Jeff.
I love how she always gives a shit about making a mess, but I've seen her make a way bigger mess.
It's her
than
mess, though,
anybody.
brother.
Yeah, exactly.
Her mess and her
It's
studio.
my mess.
Alright, so
Don't you know how women work?
No, I don't think any of us.
I don't think
any of
us do.
We're shooting
It's
in the
my
dark.
mess, therefore it's
All the
okay.
time.
We're lucky.
Yo,
I
I
feel
asked
like
it
you
could
what
be-
you
it
wanted
could be
to
a mess
eat today,
everywhere.
and
I
it
feel
was
like
like,
we've gotten lucky over the years when it comes to that. I don't.
I couldn't decide what
how
to
different.
eat.
I just asked her like, "What do you feel like eating?" I was like, "Why did I even bother asking?"
What was-
I just got like just waste of
You
time
kidding?
conversation up to that.
I told you, I can't think about food before 2.
That doesn't make sense.
I just can't.
See, another reason. You gotta figure them out, right? We're shooting in the dark, really, always. You just use a machine gun, hopefully you land as much as possible.
Yeah, that's what I feel like most men are doing. I think there's maybe a basic understanding of women that women do want these things to be protected. And all
Yeah.
those other things.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's the bit, but like
And
outside
usually,
of
if
that,
like a girl's upset with you, I go. My 3 go-to is like dick, food, or attention. And if those 3 don't work, then I'm probably fucked.
oh, you're done for.
You shouldn't go with dick
You have
first.
nothing else to offer, brother.
I go food first.
You're
I
Always
that.
go with
I like
food
to
first.
feed the,
Sense of humor.
I like to feed the dragon first. I call it, you know, like
Feed the
calm
dragon.
calm.
Then affection.
Ooh. It's
Then
not not growling anymore. Maybe it's purring.
Exactly.
Like, okay. You know?
And the itis helps.
The itis helps.
The itis helps.
Really?
Yeah.
Of course. After a good meal, what's better than just laying on a couch with somebody you care about, watching a movie, and just being, you know what I mean?
Then if you add the
You're
D,
hungry, you're angry.
Yeah.
There's a
The
fact. There's
That's
a
not
science
good.
behind that. There's a
there's
There
angry
is.
and there's hangry.
like pit bulls, they fight pit bulls hungry for a reason. Fighters are hungry for a reason.
Hangry is a strange emotion, especially with women, because they'll be like angry at you at things that make no sense, but you know why they're angry. It's because they're hungry, and then you're just trying to navigate through all that.
Listen,
by
I
the
always
time you-
warn.
just to get the food in time. You know.
You're always in a bad mood. If you,
I always warn people that if I'm PMSing, say, listen, like last time, remember? Last week?
Yeah.
I warned you I was fasting. I said I'm going to be a bitch.
we still talked you into doing the skit though.
Yeah, but,
Shout out to me for
you know,
that.
I warn you.
But we needed a crabby, like salty character in this.
It'll
skit,
work.
and you literally like
You embodied.
you'd embody.
what we were looking for. So
Exactly.
I was hangry. Beyond hangry.
that's what we wanted. It came out well too. Please. How do you rate the burrito?
It's okay. I need some stuff on it, though.
But I brought you green salsa and guac.
You just.
I know.
I was wondering
You just
But-
chose not to.
when
use
she
them.
said that. I was
Listen, I was hungry, and I put it in my mouth, and now I realize that it needs... See, this is the way that women work.
after you.
And now she's upset about it.
Now you're upset
And
about
now
it.
I'm
she
not
might
upset
just-
about it.
Now you're upset that it
I'm
wasn't
not
expected.
finished the other half, Therefore, I'm going to, now that I know, I'm going to put that stuff on the other half.
There you go.
Nice.
Yes.
So are you gonna school us on women? Like it's the PhD shit, too. Isn't that why
Oh, what do you want to know?
Well, what do you guys want? Or is that it? Was he right? The 3 things? Because that's my only.
Yeah.
No, we also want protection. We want.
This list is gonna go on forever.
Okay, so top 5 things. Important to no. Okay, this is actually good.
You are such a fucker.
No. Give me your top 5.
I don't know how you get any pussy.
You do. Top 5 things, number 1, most important to 5 that women want from men, in your opinion. In your opinion, because I'm not gonna say
women
say,
want from
I know
men?
all women don't want the same thing, but I'm very interested in hearing. Because I feel like a lot more women.
Okay, hygiene.
That's the first thing you want from a man. I don't mean like.
Okay.
I mean
like
providing wise.
Okay, like say this is an actual man, like not like.
It's your man, and like, what do you look for a man to provide?
She's like, this is like an actual man and not like a fairy tale.
She said hygiene. I was like, well, you could do that yourself. They don't need to. You want me to pay you? Like, I get it. Like, I said, important. Like the number 1.
You know, I'm making basic because
I can tell.
if you
I'm
meet
talking
the men
deep.
in Toronto,
Please be good.
yo,
Yeah, but
go basic.
Yeah, okay. So like, I'm talking about like, okay. So let's say the looks and all that is there after that, right?
Yeah,
so
like he's
they look and smell the way you want. Fine, boom. Now, what are the top 5 things that you think women want from men? That you
women or me?
both actually. I just realized it could be 2 very different things. Give me
Okay,
yours.
they cannot be possessive. The moment that they're possessive, I'm fucking like flying.
But that's not really something they're giving you.
Oh,
It's
like giving me?
Like, what do you look for in a? Like,
Oh,
somebody not
okay, a
possessed,
provider.
You don't need. Well,
Okay, yeah, it doesn't have to be financially. Like, okay, yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Providing.
Providing them.
like what reason do you have? Like,
Oh, reliable. Reliable. If I need the person, if I need him, he's there for me. If I'm sick, he's there for me.
so a man who's reliable.
Yeah.
That's it? That's all. That's what you got?
Hang on.
He showers and he's reliable. Got it.
Yo, times are hard.
I feel like, all right, let me help you with this.
This is getting
What do you
very
think
sad,
other women
Valerie.
want from men? Because I feel like you're getting very specific to the
Yeah,
point of like that. Like, what do you think women want from when across the board throughout history now?
Yeah, they want
someday-
a man that's reliable. But okay, I know a few different women. Okay, I know women that want, they've gotta give them
So you
a
think
credit
the number one-
card, and they've gotta pay for. They've gotta always have a car, and they've gotta pay for everything. And then I know women who genuinely want a man to build something with together.
Because I would
So there's
argue that there's a
different
lot of
types of
reliable
women.
men who get no play, and reliable isn't as high on women's like charts.
Well,
they would
no,
admit.
they also have to shower.
Okay, so I feel like there's a lot of guys who shower and are reliable who don't get a lot of women.
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Okay,
What-
they also have
what
to be
planet are you
intelligent.
living on?
They also have to be intelligent.
What?
Okay, big
So you don't know
thing.
any successful
Intelligent
men
in
who have
what
trouble
way?
getting
Like-
women who are like clean and. I feel like that's a huge population
Yes, I
of men.
do. I do know men like
I feel like
that.
that's like majority of men actually in probably
So when you
North
say
America.
intelligent, like, do you mean like they have to be sociopathic enough to manipulate you, or?
No, I mean choose not to manipulate me, because when a man, I feel that when I have that connection, I won't be bored. That makes sense. Where you wouldn't have to manipulate.
So do you think
You wouldn't have to play chess with each other.
But
It's
so you don't like the games?
no, I don't. I just want it to be completely straightforward.
Okay.
Why waste your time on games? I don't understand that.
neither do we?
Neither do we.
We're trying to figure that out.
Let's try to figure that out.
Do you guys play games?
No, I think women mostly play the mind games more.
So you guys have never played a mind game? I have
I think
played
everyone has.
mind
I
games
think
on
everyone has.
men.
I don't think. Yeah, I don't think anyone has it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I feel horrible about it.
So what do you? So women, you think the number one thing they want is just reliable?
Yeah, reliable and someone that will listen to them when they need.
I feel like you're naming like the friend zone guy who
Yeah,
tons of
you
women
just
have.
literally like
You're naming a bunch of
Well,
guys
you're
I know.
saying
Like, I know
you said
so
that they're
many.
already hot and smell good. So what the fuck else is left?
Oh, okay. So I was now saying the woman. So the guy's
So you need
attractive.
two guys basically. Is what I'm
No,
saying.
can't this magical
need-
man happen?
You need a guy who showers, smells good, looks good, and then you also need the guy that's gonna listen to all your problems.